Today we're going to compare the Triv LX and the Mixx Next, two terrain-capable models from Nuna that have quite different advantages and disadvantages with relation to child comfort, ease of use, longevity, and driving characteristics. And beginning with the Triv LX, the model clocks in at 10 kilos and folds down to 42 by 58 by 68.5 centimeters with the seat attached. It can carry 22 kilos in the seat and 10 in the underslung shopping basket. When it comes to child comfort, the LX's seat is adjustable between a nicely upright position and a newborn acceptable near-flat recline, while size-wise, it has an inside width of 31 centimeters, a length for the sitting surface of 96, determined by adding up the lengths of the backboard, baseboard, and leg rest, and a total longer length of 104 when folding down the leg rest and using the front frame mounted footrest. These are decent measurements overall, though I would note that while the backboard is on the longer side, 52 centimeters, the canopy is flush with the seat back, which may make headroom a bit tight anyway for taller toddlers. As far as other aspects of the seat are concerned, the LX's textiles are premium feeling and well padded. There's ventilation both in the canopy as well as via a large mesh window in the seat back beneath a removable liner, and the harness is easy to use with no rethread shoulder straps and a magnetic buckle. With regards to sun coverage, the LX's canopy is adequate for the most part when extended, though I'd note that there are uncoverable mesh panels in the extended section that will still let light in, and also that, when the seat's fully reclined, coverage may be a bit insufficient for newborns. For the newborn period, in addition to just using the seat, the LX comes with post adapters that are compatible with car seats from a variety of brands, and the model also has a few bassinet options available. Moving on to parent comfort, the LX's handle is adjustable between 98 and 109 centimeters in height, while the shopping basket is decently sized and easy to access due to its wide entry point. With regards to folding, the LX has a very easy setup, involving only flipping the seat forwards and yanking up on the central strap to fold the model down to a self-standing package that's easy to carry by that same strap. The LX can be folded with the seat in either facing, though I would note that it's a little more compact when the seat is reversed as opposed to facing forwards. As far as the feel of using the LX goes, while the chassis isn't loose in its connection points right out of the box, that combination of being relatively full-sized but still lighter weight makes the LX feel pretty fragile, with a propensity to bend and strain quite a bit when steering or curb popping, especially when used with an older child. At the same time, the LX's wheels are quite large, 11.5 inches in the back and 8 in the front, and suspension is also nicely noticeable, which allows the model to make it over stuff like harder cobblestones or traverse off-road conditions that one would normally need a heavier and more durable model for. And while this can be a positive thing if you just need this ability occasionally for shorter periods, it's important to note that overdoing use in such conditions, in my opinion, is likely to lead to rapid loosening of the chassis. Moving on, the Mixx Next clocks in at a heavier 13 kilos and folds down to a larger 42 by 60 by 76 centimeters with the seat attached. It can carry the same 22 kilos in the seat, but at 4.5 kilos has less than half the weight capacity in its underslung shopping basket. As far as child comfort is concerned, the Mixx Next seat also has both a nicely vertical upright position and a newborn acceptable recline, but its seat dimensions, though, are unfortunately a lot smaller than the LX's, with a narrower width of 28 centimeters, a length for the sitting surface of only 78, and a total longer length of 96, which is entirely the result of extra legroom down to the footrest when the seat is facing forwards. Like the LX, the Mixx Next canopy is also flush with the seat back, which itself is only 48 centimeters, and this, combined with a short leg rest, 10 centimeters, makes the model seat one of the more cramped on the market, where I'd note that I've had several patrons who've signed up specifically to find a replacement for the Mixx Next after their children reach 2 to 2.5 years old or so. As far as other aspects of the seat go, the Mixx Next has similarly premium feeling textiles and both the same harness as well as its own removable seat liner with extra ventilation built into the seat back, and the canopy is also roughly identical in terms of length, though I'd note here that suspension is a lot more bouncy on the model, which can make the canopy more prone to falling open when traversing rougher ground. In addition, the Mixx Next shorter leg rest is built less substantially than the LX's, with the textile stretched across a pair of independent struts that causes them to sag more as your child grows. For the newborn period, the Mixx Next comes with an inbuilt apron in some parts of the world to make the recline more nest-like, has a bassinet available for extra purchase, and is compatible with a variety of car seats if using post adapters, or at least Nuna's own seats with the ring adapter. When it comes to parent comfort, the Mixx Next handle has a higher range of adjustment, between 105 and 114 centimeters, while the shopping basket, despite having a lower weight capacity, is similarly large and even more accessible in my opinion. Folding the Mixx Next is also easy, but involves two hands, with the chassis dropping straight down as a single piece, with the seat facing either forwards or reversed. The positive of how the Mixx Next folds is that its ending position is still up on its wheels, protecting the textiles from the ground, though there is also a negative in it's not folding directly into an upright standing position, in that you have to bend down a lot more to lift it when packing it in and out of the trunk. As far as how the Mixx Next feels to use, it's a lot bendier than the LX, which is a result of the model's thin central support struts and very malleable suspension, and the handle's also a bit looser right out of the box, all of which makes the model heavier to steer and tip in my opinion when driving on smoother ground. That being said, however, thicker bars and better reinforced connection points do make the Mixx Next significantly sturdier than the LX, and with similarly sized wheels and much softer suspension, the Mixx Next is both more comfortable to drive in rougher off-road conditions, and also more capable of handling such conditions over time without wearing down as quickly. So which one of these should you get then? In my opinion, the Triv LX's lighter weight and arguably easier fold makes it better suited for parents with heavily car-based lifestyles, while the Mixx Next stronger chassis makes it a preferable choice for parents who get around a lot on foot. Seat size is an important factor between these two, and if you're leaning towards the Mixx Next, it's important to realize that you may need to swap it out for a larger model before the end of your child's stroller years. Though that noted, durability is naturally important as well, and there are definitely uses and environments that the LX is incapable of handling long-term without risk of breaking. In any case, we hope you found this video interesting, and if you did, please subscribe, as a sort of support really helps us to continue making videos in the future. If you'd like to know more about either of these models, we have standalone reviews that go into a lot more detail, and links have been added in the description. In addition, if you're currently shopping for a stroller, we have a buyer's guide on our Patreon page which lists a wide range of models that we recommend, with a lot of technical and lifestyle related information. You can find it by following the link in the description as well. Thank you.